Right, I think in the interest of time, I just want to make sure everyone can hear me. Perfect. Firstly, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into the first ever virtual edition of the CSA Awards. This evening we will be joined by our Momentum Proteas Women Cricketer of the Year first, Laura Wolvaardt, and then thereafter Quinton will be made available. So without wasting any time, who would like to ask the first question? And as per our normal Zoom interviews and media opportunities, please indicate your question in the Zoom group chat panel on the right of the monitor. Who would like to kick us off? Zahir?
Laura, congratulations. Just if at the beginning of the season, would you have thought that would go this well for you? And also just in terms of how much are you missing the game at the moment?
No, I definitely didn't see this coming at all at the start of the season. Yeah, especially that role coming in at 5 in T20s. I think that was a bit unexpected, but I'm glad that it went the way it did, and that we were able to perform well at the World Cup. And yeah, that was really incredible. And sorry, your second question, I missed the last part of that one.
It's just obviously you came back from the World Cup with all that momentum, and those two series were cancelled. How much are you missing the game?
Oh yeah, definitely missing it like crazy. It's such a shame to see those series cancelled. But yeah, I guess it's given me some time at home to kind of work on specifics from a fitness point of view. I think we're on tour a lot and we don't always get the time to do the prehab and the rehab that we need to. So I think that's been really good from a physical point of view. So when the season starts again, I think physically I'll be on the top of my game. And yeah, it's just about getting the hours in the nets again to be on the top of my cricket game as well.
Great, we'll go Leighton next.
Laura, congratulations on the achievement. 21 years young. Did you ever think that at this age you would be seen as someone that's more of a senior in the team now, or do you see yourself as someone?
Well, yeah, I guess it's a tricky one because I'm still quite young age-wise, but I've been in the team for about 4 seasons now. So I guess this kind of makes me a senior now, I guess officially. So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think it's not such a big thing in our team, the seniors and juniors almost. We just kind of like to play as a team, and there's not really that divide at all. So I think that's been great, and it's been really great as senior players to value the youngsters and their input. And I think that's what we do while we work well together. So yeah, I think from that aspect, it's kind of hasn't changed, but yeah, I think it's good to just get performances under my name for the team.
Thanks, Leighton. Percival?
Hi, good evening, Laura and all my colleagues. Laura, I just want to echo what my colleagues already said. Congratulations with all the awards tonight.
Thank you.
Just briefly, Laura, can I ask you, the one thing I've noticed over the past few seasons is that for a 21-year-old, you're rather calm when you enter this international stage, though. And being like my colleague just said, you're one of the fairly younger players in the squad. How do you manage to stay so calm, especially during the World Cup as well, when you were needed to step up to the plate there in the middle order? And the other question I want to ask you, maybe just bring it back more currently, is that I know some of the high-performance men's players are currently training at the moment. What have you been doing now in lockdown to keep yourself fit? And do you perhaps know when you guys will also get into training them?
Well, firstly, I think the main thing about my cricket is that I guess I enjoy it so much. So I don't often think about the pressure on the outside too much. I just kind of try and enjoy what I do and just take it one ball at a time and enjoy the moment and enjoy being out of the middle. And I think, yeah, me staying calm has really helped me with my game. I think the role that I have in the team helps with that as well. My role is usually to, in 50 overs, kind of bat through the innings, take my time, nice and like relaxed throughout the innings. So to be like the backbone of the innings. So I think it matches my personality quite well. In normal life as well, I'm not really, I'm kind of a mellow person. So I guess that just comes through in my batting as well. And then training wise, like I said before, a lot of specifics on fitness, a lot of running lately because, yeah, it's nice to be outside a little. But yeah, I don't know about training yet. So hopefully we'll find out soon.
Thank you very much. Just to add to Laura's comments there, just in terms of the women's training, plans are currently being put in place regarding this. So we should have an update with the official plans within the next couple of weeks. Next up, Ken.
Thanks. Congratulations, Laura. Very
you.
well deserved. You mentioned going down to 5 in the T20 game. Obviously, you're very well established at the top of the order in ODIs. Do you see yourself in T20 maybe going back to Open, or are you very happy at 5? Do you see that as your sort of long-term future in the T20 game?
Well, I think moving to 5 wasn't something that I could have predicted beforehand. I don't think anyone, the selectors kind of had a magic idea when they moved me there. So it's not something that I've thought of before, moving down the order at all. But the tour before to New Zealand, I had my struggles in the power play. So I think moving down to 5 allowed me to play with a bit more freedom once the field was spread, to kind of rotate a bit to get myself in, and then I can really launch from there. So yeah, I have been batting at 3 provincially as well. So kind of just outside the power play. So I think in the end, it'll just make me a more versatile cricketer, batting all around. So yeah, I'm not sure what I see myself as long term. I guess it just depends where and when I play well, I guess.
Next up, Shloni, then we'll take one from Zahia again.
Okay, Laura, first of all, congratulations. Questions. The ICC released the stats for the Women's World Cup, and the semi-final against Australia was the most watched by a South African audience. And I think the last time South Africa had numbers like that was in 2018 against England in the group stages. So does that, for you, show an interest or growing interest in the women's game? And is it something that you think about? Is it something that that you're interested in tracking, maybe that there is a growing interest in the women's game in the country? And just your thoughts on having, I know you guys are contracted, but to actually have a more professional structure in terms of having some form of a league or more professional league domestically, so that you're not having to play in Australia.
Well, I think the World Cup was an incredible tournament. The standard of cricket played all round was incredible to watch. So I'm not surprised that more people tune in to watch that tournament. I think the final game had something like 86,000 people watching, which was previously unheard of in a women's competition. So yeah, I think that's just, stats-wise, that proves that the game is growing quite a bit. And I think in the country, a lot of that has to do with we are now professional as a Proteas side. We have been for the last couple of years. So I think with Momentum coming on board and Cricket South Africa really valuing and backing us, we are able to play better quality cricket as we're able to focus on just our cricket. And yeah, I think a league would be great going forward. But we did have a Super League earlier last season to kind of try out different dynamics in different teams. So I think that was a step in the right direction, and hopefully that can continue to grow like the game has been in the country.
Thank you. Zahir?
Laura, obviously, with lockdown in place, you guys haven't traveled as much, whereas in the past you would have gone from series to series, and maybe the significance of what you did at the SCG wouldn't have sunk in. Have you had actual time to just look back at that innings and take it all in again and relive it of what a quality knock there was?
Yeah, I've had many sleepless nights over that game. I think the fact that that was the last game before lockdown actually didn't help me because in the end, you know, we came so close, but I was 1 or 2 runs off of 1 or 2 shots off of winning it for my team. So yeah, definitely replayed it in my head a lot about what I could have done differently or could have done better. But I haven't watched it on TV again. I don't want to. I watched it enough in my head. So yeah, but I think it's been good. I think it's given me some time to kind of reflect on what went well for me that tournament and what didn't go so well. And yeah, hopefully this time off will be really good for my game.
Thanks.
Ken?
Thanks. Laura, just looking ahead to the future now, the Momentum Proteas have qualified for the World Cup, which is obviously a great step. Just talk to us about how you see your preparations for that tournament. You're presumably going to have a key role in that personally. And just for the national women's team, the team as a whole, your goals in the next sort of year and moving beyond that World Cup as well.
Yeah, well, I think first and foremost, it would be getting back into cricket and getting back playing again. Yeah, that tournament has definitely been our main focus for the past 3 and a bit years. So everything's kind of been building up to that. I think that's the really big one on our calendar. So yeah, I think as soon as we can stop playing and getting back together again, then it'll be full steam ahead towards that tournament. And after that, the year after, there is another T20 World Cup, and I think it's in 2022. Women's cricket's in the Commonwealth Games as well. So a lot to look forward to, as a team. And I think, yeah, it'll be great to regroup again and discuss all of our plans moving forward and continue with our ODI plans for the World Cup in January.
Thanks, Ken. We'll go Shlonia again, and then Leighton will wrap us up.
Okay, about the World Cup, it is, I think, 7 or 8 months away, and things are still a bit uncertain in the world, even though New Zealand has opened up their country just about altogether. Are you at all concerned about the World Cup happening or not, given that you have to say that it is something that you've all been building up to in the last 3 and a bit years?
Well, I guess no one knows what's going to happen. I think because it's a competition with a whole bunch of different countries involved, you know, all the countries have their own regulations and rules. So I think anything could happen at this stage, but we're obviously going to plan as if it's still going ahead, and nothing has been said about it yet. So yeah, I think nothing is going to change in our minds. We're still fully, you know, convinced it's going to happen and going to prepare for it as if it's happening in January.
Great, thanks. Leighton?
Laura, obviously, you started out, this is now off the field, in the medical field where you juggled medicine with your cricket. Did this time off the field give you some time to think of maybe just getting back into the books? Are you doing something at the moment, or have you decided I'll stay and focus on my cricket?
Yes, I turned down the medicine position, so full-time cricketer, but I am studying a BSc in Life Sciences through UNISA. And UNISA is fully online, so it wasn't affected at all by lockdown. So it actually gave me some time to study properly, and I just finished exams last Wednesday. So yeah, fingers crossed that goes well. But yeah, so fitness and exams was kind of my lockdown. But I'm excited that cricket's coming back.
Great, thank you very much, Laura, and congratulations once again on being named the Momentum's Proteas Cricketer of the Year. Now I'm going to hand over to Spocky, who will coordinate the Quinton de Kock interview.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us.